Diyan na dayon. Hi, I'm working on this Premna, a large Premna microphylla. Okay, so I'm doing this carving, and the work for today is cleaning, and actually I finished the carving already, so cleaning and carving. Now, there's something I'd like to. I'll show you the details first of the carving. Okay. Okay, so I carve it here and also here from the top down, okay, and this side. So basically to reduce the bulk, this tree was very bulky, okay, and for beginners they might say that, will the tree not die? So basically, or let me show you the live branch. So from the root, this one is live, and this one I already carved is already dead, but this portion, this root portion, supports this branch. Okay, so this branch will still be alive, or theoretically it will still be alive because it has a root which is supporting it. And this side, these branches here is also supported from this root down, goes there. Although it has reduced its thickness or the vascular system, amount of vascular system, but yet there is still alive in supporting it. Of course, it would have more assurance of supply of nutrients if this was not carved. But then, even if this is carved, the roots can still supply nutrients to this branch, basically this branch. So this branch is supported, this branch is supported. Now we have this branch on the top, which is also supported by this live vein here. Okay, so this one is this supported. Now this one also is this branch also is supported by this root here. So this root here is still intact, and although we reduce its vascular system, or so to say the highway in which the nutrients are sent from the roots to the foliages, and the foliages also down to the roots, we have this vascular system which is alive. So basically all of the branches are supported. So to the question, will it die, or no branch will die? Theoretically. So that is important when you do carving in making shari. So you have to know where are the live veins, and if you need to carve not only the dead ones, you have to carve the live ones also. You have to be sure that the branches are still supported. Okay, so another thing that I would like to tell you about this bonsai material that I have is, you will notice that the branches are very thick. So the primary branches are very thick. Okay, so maybe we'll adjust. Okay, we have thick branches already. When I got this was a stump. So I grew this branch, this, and this. Then this is what I call a clip and grow technique. So you would notice that if you, maybe it's in the camera it cannot be seen, but there are so many cuts. This was cut here, 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 so many cuts. But then this, before it was cut, the branches were allowed to grow tall, long, about more than a meter. So initially, to build the structure, this thick branches, you have to grow them long, and to the point that they could not carry themselves. Okay, so I had to stake them, meaning, for example, this one, I have to put a bamboo stick here so that it will be able to carry. So that's the way to build structure, branch structure. First, you have to build your primary branches and grow them thick. Okay. Afterwards, you clip very low, or very near the branch, so very near to the cut back hard. So that's the term. You have to cut back hard, but you have to be more biased to cutting on the top portion of the tree to combat apical dominance. So, but even here, there is still a laggy one. I will take care of this later or in the future. Okay, you cannot be, sometimes, even if you watch it every week, sometimes problems occur, but you have to know how to. Okay, so you might notice that there are other branches like this one. See, they are cut long, so they are not cut very short. I mean, because I still have to grow them a little bit wider. So this one, this will not be cut. This has to grow long and wired. So for the branches, the thing is to wire those being allowed to grow freely. Okay, to wire them, to put them in a certain direction, and that is what you call, this type of pruning is what you call directional pruning. So in this case, you still want to have this a little bit wider because it's too close. No? Okay, maybe you'd like the tree up to this point, up to this point like this, and then okay, so same side. So, but more of here so that you can see the direction of the tree as going there and going. The curve is like that, and eventually going to your left, as a viewer, to your left, going to your left. So this is the direction that I would like the tree to show its motion of. So it's going to your left. So that means I still have to grow this, and this will not be cut. I will just have to wire this. Then eventually I will stake this if it cannot carry its own weight. So again, the concept there is directional pruning, clip and grow method to create thick branches. So you allow them to grow thick, and clip and grow to create taper. So it's the taper is the main purpose of the clip and grow. So you have angled change of directions rather than the wire, because in the wire you can just do it like that, so it's very smooth. But if you want to have really angled change of directions, you need to cut them. So clip and grow technique. So this tree, although this may not, the carving may not be very good, it's not very well done, the beauty of this tree, because the branches are already, primary branches are thick, and in the long run, eventually this will grow twigs. So there's no other way it can go as long as it is being taken care of. So it will grow twigs, and the twigs that will be growing will be tender, and you have tender twigs with the thick branches, and that is really a bonsai. That's what makes a bonsai look good. Okay, so you have a strong trunk system, with lots of deadwood to show age and to show how the so the response of the tree in the long run is to callus formation, to form, and the callus will be going like that, like wrapping the deadwood. Okay, so for now it may look newly carved, of course, but then in a year's time the tree will respond with callus formation, and there will be a very beautiful sign of the struggle of the tree to live. Okay? And of course, aside from the wiring works, so the usual job of cleaning. So you might see, like here, there's plenty of molds growing. So you have to remove that. Okay, like that. So basically that's the job for this tree. So I finish the carving, then apply lime sulfur, cleaning, then wiring, and this will be put back to the sun. So I will show you as soon as the job is done. Okay, so the last thing that I'm doing is wiring. Okay, I have done my cleaning, and I have applied some lime sulfur, although that was just one pass, just to prevent it from so this is the branch that I would like to go sweeping, and this is a sacrificial branch, so I am wiring the tip to be up so that it will take advantage of the apical luminance principle. So I'll give you the 360. Some I have wired, some not, because they're too young to be wired. So I'm still growing sacrificial branches, and in the overall I aim to widen this a bit, okay, because the trunk is strong enough to have a wide canopy. Okay, so the bark looks good to me because it's clean. Okay, so that could be the front. Okay, but there's also a nice carving here. Okay, that's my intended front, the one you're looking now, because this one is leaning towards the viewer. Okay, so the job is done for this premna. This goes to the sun, and maybe the next job would be 4 to 6 months from now. Hope you enjoyed this premna. You enjoyed watching and learned something. Thanks for watching.